Motion to approve the agenda, please.
I so move.
Second.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve the agenda. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carried. Approve the minutes from last meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Got it?
I second.
Moved and seconded to approve the minutes from last meeting. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Okay, payroll. No, Chris, I'm
Hold on.
behind. I gotta get you 2 sheets on them yet.
Yeah, something.
Franny's not here for the bills to be paid. Do we want to address that, or,
I looked him over, but I think we better let him do it, don't you think?
most certainly, but we've done this before,
Yeah.
where you can pass a motion to approve the bills to be paid upon Francis's approval.
No, we can do that. Anything in there you like, you know?
Yeah, we need to do that too, because there's some that we need to get paid.
I'll make that motion.
Clicked on here.
Let's look
Second.
it over a little bit first.
Back to you.
There's a couple of them too that we need to add two bills for grave digging, for Rick. So there'd be two $250 bills on that.
He's got that painted on the side of his pickup now. Very big.
So you got big tires on it too?
There's how you get back at him. Make a little sign and put it on the side of his pickup.
There you go.
Grave digger.
Thanks.
Put it on the other side so he'll drive right down like that.
What is the matter with this? Get a damn hammer here pretty soon.
Sometimes you gotta.
So your total on the bills is
It's-
$9,690.
Why is it blue?
$957.70, is that what it is?
That's what I said.
Plus
What
the
would
2
I-
additions.
When I went
$200
to look at it
each one,
at
$400
home, it was
more?
acting
No,
up.
it'd be,
250.
250.
Well, that's $500 more.
Don't touch anything.
97.
Yeah, I'll leave that.
0577.
Yeah.
Rob has entertained a motion. I need a second.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve the bills to be paid upon Francis's approval. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Okay. Discuss and approve the annual financial report.
Yeah, this is, second time we've had this on here, and I don't know if you guys have any questions about it. But if you do,
I couldn't come across anything, Chris.
I've looked at it at home,
I couldn't come across anything. Gary, Rob?
I really couldn't find nothing there. We're pretty well close to our budget, what our budget was, right?
it'll flip back.
yeah, we were
But
over
then we're a little bit over.
probably in a couple of things, and, I guess I don't know exactly what they are right now, but.
Well,
If there's no more
our budget
questions.
was at, what, $3,286,790, we're 3,900, is that right? Is that much over?
Well, yeah, we were over in the park. We were over,
Part of that's because we took the money in the year before and spent it this year, right?
well, and part of it is the bond, also $300,000 in the bond. We're over, just over 300,000 in business type activities. That was the bond that we paid off early.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, the park I think was almost $300,000 because we took money in last year and then we spent it this year. Or 2 years ago, so.
Hit view. Yeah.
Any further discussion?
Oh, you gotta do it up there.
If not, I entertain a motion.
I make a motion to accept, accepting the year-end report, is that what we're doing?
Annual financial report.
Oh, you said it.
Second?
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve the annual financial report fiscal year 2015. I better call a roll call. Rob?
Yes.
Gary?
Yes.
Albert? Yes. 2 absentees. Okay. Discuss and approve ordinance 2015-04 and ordinance amending Title 6, Chapter 5, Section 4 of the Wall Lake Code of Ordinances, specifically the utility bill payment and late fees.
It's on page 19. And we read this at the last meeting. I'll read it again. What changed is to each of the following: natural gas, electric, sewer, period. A delinquent bill will also be charged a flat charge of $5 for water and $5 for garbage. So what it used to read was the bill will have 1.5% added to the utilities. It didn't specify natural gas, electric, and sewer. And it didn't read $5 on water and garbage, so. That's the only thing that changed in the ordinance. If we do anything tonight with this, the only thing we can do is approve the second reading. We can't waive anything, we don't have enough councilmen here.
Okay. Motion to approve?
I'll make a motion for the second reading.
Second?
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded to approve the second reading of ordinance 2015-4. Roll call, Rob,
Yes.
Yes.
Gary, Albert.
Yes.
I saw that.
Okay,
I didn't hear it though.
approve seal bid opening.
Yeah, we need to talk a little bit about this. We got one bid, and it was from a family member of mine. So, you know, I think, and then I had a guy ask me about the garage on Sunday. He said, hey, you know, I know you guys had the cutoff on Friday. I didn't get in there. What do you think? I think we should probably open it up again. I mean, it looks to me, if I wasn't who I am, I was somebody out in the
General public.
it would look to me like, oh yeah, they just gave it to Chris because it was one of Chris's family members. My sister bid on it. She wants to buy the garage. So I think we should open it up again. I think we should figure out a day. We should call 3 people. J.R. Lapel, Lon Boos, and Mick King. Those are the 3 people who were the most interested in it from what I had
From
dealings
your
with.
perspective.
Tell them that if you don't have a bid in here by Thursday or whatever it is, then this bid is still good.
Yeah, I think that would be wise.
Nobody bid on the house, and I don't think anybody else will.
No, I don't either.
No,
So what day do you want to do it?
I'd give them a week myself.
I'd give them a week. Yep.
That's my opinion.
So Friday, or next Monday?
Yeah,
Next Monday.
We're
Next
not gonna
Monday.
do anything till the next meeting anyway.
yeah. So you could actually leave it
Well,
up
yeah,
until
we could go till the next Friday before the
a
meeting.
week from this Friday.
Yeah. Could do
You
that.
put that in the paper, Chris? then?
No, I'm not gonna put it in the
Just gotta
paper.
call people.
We had it in the paper, we had it on the sign, we had it on the TV, we
Just
gave
call
people
them. Call
That's all you
them.
can do.
plenty of opportunity.
Well, so then the question becomes, why are we doing this?
Okay, then we'd,
Yeah, I'm not,
Chris,
you know,
I thought
if
that's
we had
what-
it in the paper and everything, what the heck, what are we?
I would
Chris feels obligated.
I would feel better if we did it this way.
Well, that's fine.
It's fine.
I would.
Okay.
I don't want to give the people that more opportunity to think that we're doing something wrong, you know, so.
Okay.
Well, we could put it in the minutes that we had it in the paper and on the sign and everything. Then the same people that didn't read it in the paper wouldn't read it in the minutes.
Yeah.
there you go. They won't read that either.
Okay,
Okay.
I guess.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, Albert?
You want about landfill?
Yep,
Okay.
discuss landfill building and probable rate increase.
Well, then I left the damn building thing home. But I thought Chris was passing this around, but here's what the building is going to cost.
That's what it is.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you didn't get, all right.
I don't remember.
I just didn't give you one because you had it.
Well, yeah, that's okay.
That second one is not really anything.
No, all this is the lead, the
Legal,
bid.
yeah, that's legal.
And this is all the legal description of that.
So I didn't make a copy of that.
No, yeah, but you can see on there, they're hoping that the bid comes in 15% under this total construction cost of $577,046.51.
And the difference between the two, Albert, is just bid dates. One's the bid date of October 23rd, that's the top sheet. The second page is May 11th of 2015.
Yeah, this is the one that they had before.
Right.
This is the first one. The bottom is the first building that they run, and it didn't work. And that one come in way, what was the lowest bid? 900,000?
Yeah, something
I
like
think
that.
so.
Something like that.
898 or 8.
Just about 900,000 it was, yeah. And we're pretty sure there's gonna be a 25% increase in the landfill. That's per,
In what we pay the landfill.
yeah, and what we pay the landfill.
Per capita.
Per capita, it's good, that's what.
And I
it's
talked to
gonna be.
Chris not very long after that, and I was right. It is $25, not 27
Yeah,
like he said.
and don't say this too far, because Early's paying 27. Why we're only at 25, can't tell you. Because that's what Irwin said, that she says, I know we pay 27.
So a 25% increase for us is $6.25.
Yeah.
Per person,
Per person.
which is about 5,000,
4,800 or something like that we figured.
about $5,100
Okay.
a year.
A year. I mean, that's the way it's kinda setting now. And I haven't been out there if they got any dirt work done or not.
I haven't had a chance to get up there either, Albert.
Is it gonna be a wood building or is it gonna be a hoop or what?
It's a steel building.
No,
Is it
no,
still-
no, wood.
It,
It's wood.
Pole building.
it's kinda like a pole, but it's gonna be, there's gonna be a lot of concrete on it.
Oh, yeah,
The walls
it
is,
better be, yeah.
yeah. You sure it's all wood?
I'm pretty sure. I could go back and look at my other notes, but I thought it was wood. I didn't think it was steel.
Wood or steel outside probably?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
steel, yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh,
steel
yeah, okay, I'm
outside.
sorry, yeah.
That's what I meant.
Oh, I
steel.
thought you meant like our steel,
No,
my building's
no,
steel out there.
no,
Steel
I-
girders and.
I meant the steel outside,
No, no,
yeah.
yeah, you're
It's
right,
wood,
yes.
wood structure with the steel outside, yeah, yeah. So, and they're gonna have, it's supposed to be done by August 1st, I think, of next year is what they got. That's what the bid letting is gonna be.
I didn't bring them dates.
What?
I didn't bring them dates. Did you bring them dates?
I got the slip at home and I took off in a damn big hurry because I didn't realize it was this late and I had it laying there and I didn't grab it. But there's a special meeting coming up.
December.
In the middle of December. The bids go out. They went out today, I think, is when they
That's
opened up
correct.
for the bids.
I know they went out in November.
Yeah, that's the first Monday in here and then it closes in first Monday of December or something like that it is.
I thought it was longer than that.
Well, we can't do much with raising rates till we
No.
get all the councilmen anyway, but we kinda know where we're at.
Yeah, that's pretty well.
I mean, I don't think we can.
Oh,
14th, wasn't it? 14th of December,
Yeah.
because we were having the meeting,
Yep, there's a special meeting 14th, I believe.
no, the 15th.
Okay, 14th, 15th.
Well, the bids are supposed to be in the 14th, and we're having a special meeting December 15th.
15th, that's the way it is, yeah, yeah. But they want it done by the 1st of August next year. So hopefully, and I think in this deal here, there's a $500 a day penalty if it's not completed. I believe that's what I read somewhere in here,
And we're
yeah.
not giving a bonus out if you complete early. We waived that, we didn't want that.
Nope. Because somebody wanted to put a bonus in there
Yeah.
to get done early. And they said, no,
We're gonna save that money.
so,
No, it's working this way, so they're getting by.
yeah. And we can haul the C and D to Carroll, right? That's like houses and that kind of stuff.
That's where mine's gotta go.
So that's, they're hoping that they've got enough, that 8 foot that they found up there, that it will take them till April, May, somewhere in there. So we'll just have to see how much garbage goes up there.
So between now and Albert and I've got a meeting the 24th of November. If you have any questions or want some more information you'd like us to find out or get to you, or
Let me
get,
know.
yeah, let us
And I'll,
know.
I'll bring that sheet of the builder, of the building in, it's, Jesus Christ, it's, I'll lay it in
They
here,
got the
Chris,
estimate of going up
and
that
you
much,
can
I
look
think.
at it, you know, if you want to.
You might wanna bring in those dates.
Yeah, I got that sheet.
I know I emailed it to you, so.
Yeah, I got the damn thing.
Okay.
And I had it wrote on there, and I had it laying there, I was gonna grab it, I don't know why I didn't stick it in the,
But if you wanna,
in there, and then I'd have had it.
if you've got questions, what you can do is you can drop it off with Lynn, and either Albert or I'll pick them up and we'll take them up to our next landfill
Yeah.
meeting, so. Is that okay then? I guess I should ask first.
Get some questions.
Yeah, get them down.
Yeah. Turn the paper over. so-
How much is it gonna cost us? That's the key.
Well, yeah, like I said, they're hoping this bid will come in 15% under.
If you'll look, and you'll see that there's quite a bit of a difference between the first and the last one.
Yeah, right.
The reason that's being, and I don't know how Dean Stock's getting around it, we're not hiring an engineer.
Yeah, that's,
Well, that makes a big
that's the
difference.
biggest cost right there, yeah.
Don't ask me, Rob. He sat up there and told us that
Well,
somehow they're ducking around it, and DNR is, I guess, is approved it.
they're approved the way it sounded, that the DNR said that was fine. So
Let's go for it, huh?
I don't know.
I don't know whose bread he buttered thick.
Boy, yeah, he had to do something somewhere because I don't know how he's getting by that way.
Well, that and that, what is it, Lammers or whatever, that firm that's helping us. He
Yeah.
was sitting up there and said that they're getting around the engineering part.
Yep.
And then, so did, what's that other guy? I can't think of his name. Talks all the time.
Oh,
No,
Okay, sorry.
I mean the guy from Lytton?
no, the guy from, bald-headed guy from SAC. He works for, he's contracted with SAC. I can't think of his name right off the top of my head.
Shit, you
Anyway,
know me and names, I can't,
yep, let's go.
yeah.
Discuss electrical net metering. Chris?
Yeah, this is something that we've talked about at Mean a couple of times, and we've discussed a little bit here, but I went to a meeting last week down in Des Moines and talked a little bit more about it. The thing that I want to do is I want to get, before we get much solar in town, if it even happens, I want to get something on our books. So when somebody comes to us and says, hey, you know, I want to put in a solar array, this is what I'm going to put in, we can tell, we have a form that says, okay, here's what we're going to do. And so Mean is working right now on a policy for communities that we can adopt. We can take it and we can change it, put our name in it and whatever we want to do with it. Tweak it, right. And that'll help us. The thing that we need to figure out is how we're going to bill solar people if they put in a solar array. And the reason why we need to figure that out is because solar is going to use electricity, but they're not going to use as much electricity, but they're still going to cost us money. So here's a 5 meg load, okay? And when you talk about load factor, they tell me this is the most important thing when it comes to kilowatt per hour cost. Okay, so this customer right here is a 20% load factor because he uses 1 megawatt all the time, except for this little 15-minute period where he jumps up to 5. Okay, so that means that our peak load is 5, but this guy uses 1 all the time, so he's at a 20% load factor. This guy's an 80% load factor because he's right about 4 most of the time. He jumps up every once in a while to 5. Okay, so he costs us a lot less money than he does. And if we want to do you know, if we wanted, this customer right here is Rob at the store. He's constantly using electricity. Every once in a while he'll jump up, but he's constantly using electricity. This is the elevator.
Constantly on.
They don't use much electricity till the fall, and then they use a whole bunch of it. This could be Hallett's. Hallett's does this too. They use an awful lot of electricity. This is a solar customer. This guy does this in the morning when the sun's not out. When he gets up, he uses a bunch of electricity. Then during the day, he goes actually backwards because his solar array is making electricity, so he's using nothing from us.
Have to use it.
Backwards, 5 o'clock in the afternoon when the sun goes down in the wintertime, his load goes way up. So he's costing us money here and here, and we're getting nothing out of him here.
Right.
So these are the things that we have to try to figure out. What are we going to charge this person? Because we still have to supply him energy here and here.
He's costing.
Here we get nothing.
Peak load on them top ones, we're going our peak load.
He's costing us money here.
We're losing revenue.
We're losing money there.
We're losing revenue.
And one of the things that you're going to hear a little bit about is net metering. This is net metering. He gets nothing from us here. He uses something here. He gets nothing from us here. And here, he's actually giving electricity back to us. He's producing so much electricity and using nothing that it's actually going back onto our grid.
Right.
Some people want to get paid for this.
All right.
We don't have to do that because we're a muni. We're not under any obligation to do that. But we can make the decision that we can do that if we want to. But what we need to do then is we need to tell them that what we're going to pay them. And all we have to pay them is our avoided costs, and that's something that we can get into. Obviously, we're going to have a fixed cost, and
Yeah, but they want to be paid for that. Well, then what are we going to charge them for the peak?
well, see, and that's the thing that we got to figure out.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
Mean has been working on that, and they said some cities will charge a fixed cost. What are our fixed expenses? Our employees, our IPers, you know, some
New equipment, vehicles?
Yeah.
yeah, probably. I mean, we could probably get quite a bit. You know, the cost of our electricity would not be a fixed cost because we don't know exactly what that's going to be.
Correct.
You know, some of our updates could be fixed. So we just, you know, we don't need to do anything tonight, obviously, but we need to start thinking about where this is going to go. I mean, because this is not something that's going to go away.
I don't.
You know, 15 years ago, wind was something that started up like this, and people started talking about it. But wind is too expensive. This you can buy one of these deals to run your house for $500,
And the government will pay half of it.
and the government will pay a portion of it. So you know, this is something that could be real here.
In Arizona, you see a lot of that, and now the utility company down there charging $50 a month or straight across or some deal to cover that.
peak load.
That's what we need to figure out. Is
And
what are
down
we
there,
going to
they
do?
allow them for 5 years, they let them, the ones that are 5 years, but all the new ones coming online, they're making them pick that up now.
I don't
And
think,
one was grandfathered in, you know, they're kind of screwed a little bit there.
Yeah,
But on the,
I think that needs to stay in-house here for right now. I don't.
so,
However it is. But
you see how that's going.
yeah,
Yeah, Myron was telling me about this windmill that this school put up north. And they were fine, they were getting enough juice when the wind was blowing, but as soon as the wind quit blowing, they had it. And they tried to charge them so much, the town did, and they said, no, you can't do that.
see, and that's the thing. You've got to be fair
Yeah,
with
well,
whatever you do.
the school sued, well, the school lost.
Oh, they did?
They did, yeah, he said they lost because the town was trying to be fair with them,
Yeah.
but they didn't think they had to pay that, being they was, you know, producing their electricity during the daytime.
Now, what, you were telling us something about a
During the
school
winter.
wants to put something up and sell their electricity back to the town.
And that's part of the reason why we're talking about this, because there's a school in northern Iowa that wants to put up a solar array that will do all of their electricity and more. quite a bit more.
Yeah, you were saying
And
that.
they wanna sell the extra electricity back to the town for 13 cents a kilowatt.
See, that ain't gonna work.
That's just ridiculous. And they've got a consultant that's telling them that they can do this. So now, Mean is telling them, no, you can't do that. First of all, they don't have to buy it back from you, and second of all, they're certainly not gonna pay 13 cents a kilowatt. And so now the school is calling Mean names, and, you know, it's just,
Are they mean names?
it's definitely Mean names. It's getting muddy. So, you know, and that's the reason why we're talking about this now, because I wanna get ahead of it. I don't want that to happen here. And I don't think it'll be that bad if it does, but,
Well, this falls in under, like that one May here a couple of years ago. We had a zero energy charge from Mean, but we had a $4,000 demand charge. We didn't use any energy from it.
Yeah,
that happens every May and every
Yeah.
October.
Yeah, we had a $4,000 demand charge, and we said, and we had that Andrew Ross sitting right here.
Yeah.
We said, why is that? And he goes, well, the numbers just prove it out. And we said, in other words, we're just on the hook for $4,000 a month from you guys, huh? And he said, well, I guess if you want to look at it that way, but they still have to have the infrastructure there to back you up in case there is no sunshine that day or if there is no wind that day.
Exactly.
So,
So that's all I really wanted to talk about there, and just let you know that there will be more discussion on this. And
How soon did, Mean think that they were gonna get that policy out?
they are, they're just like us, only bigger, so they run half as fast as we do. So
We don't run very fast.
not before January, let's say.
Okay. I didn't know if you were saying like 2017 or,
Oh, no, it'll be before that. Yeah, this is something that they talk about every day.
I'm sure they're getting,
Yeah. They're actually talking about buying a solar array, and he said, will that help you on your end? And I said, no, I don't think that'll do anything, because if you buy a solar array and we just tell, hey, Steve, you know, you wanna go out and buy a solar array and put it on your house. Well, no, Mean's got one way out in Nebraska, so you can buy that electricity. No, I said, that's not gonna do anything for us.
no? They
Not
don't.
at all. So,
Okay, any further discussion?
maybe we should look at taking our profit from the wind generator and putting it into a solar.
that's an opportunity. And I know you're just kind of throwing shit against the wall, Rob, but that's one thing that they talked about at this meeting down in Des Moines, that you can do a community solar. So we could put in a big solar array and then sell, whatever you want to call it, sell shares to Albert and Gary, and then they pay a little bit less for that, you know, whatever that makes.
for that, what that
And then
makes.
we'd have to show everybody, you know, this is what this made this month, and so this is what you got for kilowatts. You didn't have to pay for that because, you know, so that is an opportunity.
Do you think, in your opinion, do you think a lot of citizens would jump on board for that?
Probably not.
I
Old
don't know.
people are not gonna jump on board very easily.
What was the town up in northern Iowa, what was their projection on their cost per kilowatt that it was gonna cost them to put this thing up? In order to harvest the kilowatt of electricity, what would the cost gonna be on that? Did they think that 10 cents was gonna be that?
Oh,
Or did they think that 13 cents,
they're
that's
gonna-
why they had to have the 13?
no, they're gonna put up, I don't think I know anything about what it would cost per kilowatt, but they're gonna put up a 750 kW, which you can't compute that to kilowatts, but, for 1.5 million. They use 350 kW, so they're gonna put up more than twice what they use.
That's why they want to sell the rest of it back to the city.
No, I think it'll cost them about 5 or 6 cents per kilowatt, no, about 6 or 7 cents per kilowatt to put this thing in.
And they
Well, I'm
gotta do
just
there again.
thinking, you know, if we really look at it from the standpoint of that wind generator's not gonna last forever. 25 years is a good lifespan, we've already had 12 years of it, 13. So if we take the, let's say $50,000 a year that we make off of that thing and put it into something like this for the next 10 years, we bond for it, and we would have a $500,000 array there that supposedly would live longer than that, but I don't know if we will or not. I mean, that's,
Yeah, a lot of
we've
ifs
learned a
there.
little bit about this thing right here is, you get free electricity, but it just doesn't last forever.
Yeah.
You still gotta
Yeah.
you still gotta have the big boys that furnish the juice when electricity and sunshine.
Well, the
everywhere.
fossil fuels are still
You
gonna
can't
run
put
the world,
it, in- you
know,
can't
and
put it
that's
in a
the way it
battery.
is. But, you know, it's just it's a supplement, it's something that we can, I don't know if you wanna say double down, or at least extend our,
Yeah.
and,
It's
you know,
the life of our
yeah.
producing juice.
So we can do up to 2%, through Maine has a policy that says that we can do 2% if we do that. So,
Can you run a solar,
2% of our total.
can you run a solar array with the windjammer?
Mhm.
Oh, sure.
Probably.
It's a good
All I'm
question.
saying is, the
We
you
don't
know, that thing right now is
Together.
supposedly we're making $70,000 a year of worth of electricity off of, we're harvesting that much. We're paying $10,000 for our, maintenance contract. So we're harvesting 60,000, so let's say we're actually really getting 50 for sure.
Yeah.
You know, so then we've got $50,000 that we're not paying anybody for, we're just harvesting it, and we
It looks like
invest
a
that
long way
into
down the road.
something like this, you know, or another wind generator or something, just to extend the life of whatever's going on here.
You're right though, Rob, that ain't gonna last forever.
No, and we found that, you know, we got the shock of it after 5 years, the guy said, well, it's only gonna last 10 years, you know, they were trying to talk us into a maintenance contract and throwing good money after bad, but I guess I shouldn't say it that way, but just more money at them, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But it turned out to not be true so far. Doesn't mean it's not gonna be in the next year or 3 years or whatever, but.
Well, eventually it's
Yeah, the
gonna,
guy we talked to up there in Shaler at that whole field up there, he said that's a good piece of equipment, should last 25 years, is what he thought.
Okay.
well, look how long them's been up there, Shaler going.
Yeah, he said, those are junk, and he's a maintenance guy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but he said, that Vestas is a good piece of equipment, he said, they
Yeah.
got a lot of good stuff behind it.
Okay, no further discussion?
No.
Discuss, approve resolution 2015-13, a resolution stating that the Wall Lake City Council intends to apply for a street sign grant through the Iowa DOT.
Yeah, the DOT has money every year to provide street signs, and Rick and I went and looked the other day, and we found about 20, I think it is, total. No, not 20, hell, 10. 10 signs, most yield signs, a couple of speed limit signs that are getting faded. So they'll pay for the sign and the post, and up to $5,000. And right now we've got combined about 1,300. So we have to do this resolution. They don't have any money left for this year, but they'll put us into a pot for next year. So
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
resolution, all right.
yeah, we can.
Make a motion?
Yep.
yeah. I was gonna make that motion, but my screen went kaput on me.
I'll make a
I-
motion, we do 2015-13 sign replacement.
I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded to approve resolution 2015-13, a resolution stating the Wall Lake City Council intends to apply for a street sign grant through the Iowa DOT. Roll call, Rob,
Yes.
Gary,
Yeah.
Albert.
Yes,
Discuss and approve HB 980 breaker or jackhammer from Haley's.
Yeah, Rick and I were talking the other day about digging graves in the wintertime and how we would do that. You know, that little mini excavator will dig, but he didn't think it would do anything in the wintertime. He thought it just kind of
Is that what
scratched
he
the
uses?
dirt. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm sure they gotta have something like, something else.
Gary Roth always had a frost tooth.
Well, you got a frost tooth on that backhoe, but that's a lot more powerful than what we've got.
Yeah, so
That's our trouble.
Backhoe will jam it in there, where this I don't think will do it.
this doesn't have enough weight really to do it. But so I called Haley's to find out if they had anything used, and they do have one that's the one that they rent out. I didn't want to put the bid on the meeting if you guys wanted to get a second bid. So that's why you don't see a bid. I've got it right here, but I just don't want it to be public, because if it's public and then you guys say that you want another bid, then this bid's no good.
Is in reason, Chris, or how you thinking about it?
Well, let's say that it's, more than 5,000 and less than 10,000. Now, here's another option, we can rent it from them when we need it right now, that's what this one does, it's a rental, so when they,
What do they get for rent?
what is it, $300 a day, I think, for renting that, so.
But if you use it 10 times in the winter, you know, I don't mean, you never know how many people are gonna die, you know, but I mean,
Plus you gotta go get it, or is it out here?
Well, yeah, it depends. I mean, how fast do you need it? If we need it right now, then we'll have to go get it. If not, I mean, if we can wait, then they can bring it home, because there's always a guy that comes back, so they could drop it off.
Yeah, I think we should just rent it first,
See how it works, Albert?
see how it works.
yeah, see.
'Cause it might
see how
not work
much we
for us.
use it.
Yeah, I don't wanna go.
Because I tell you what, it took all of Gary's backhoe sometime.
Well, it depends a lot too on the frost. I mean,
Yep.
if it's a really hard frost, you're
yeah.
gonna really struggle
Yeah,
with
the
your
road used
frost.
to have a deal with a propane deal, and you just set out there with a propane heater and thaw 'em. You know, have a box and set it there with a heater in there, and that works. But we don't have anything like that either.
Gary said that they used to take that box you're talking about,
Yeah.
and they'd throw that full of corn cobs, and then they'd pour kerosene on it, and then they'd light it. And then they'd get about 6 inches, and then they'd corn cobs it again, and, yeah.
I'm not saying a tank with a heater in there with, you know, I don't know, you have to have the right box and just pick it up and set it out there, and we got different things, but that's way down the road, something to think about, but I'm not saying that's the way to go.
Well, that's why I think we need to rent it first this year and see once how it works. Who knows, maybe we can come up with a box or something like that.
It's just something, a dream here, I'm not saying that's the way to go, I'm just saying that.
Yeah, I mean, if we rent it or we own it, it's the same damn piece of equipment, so renting it first is fine.
Well, yeah, I think we
Yeah, I don't
should
think
see
that's
how
a
it
problem.
works.
Well, yeah, and I kind of agree with that, because what if we do get a hard frost, and this thing don't work for us?
Yeah, then we own it.
Then we own it.
Own it and don't use it.
Yeah, then we gotta get rid of it. I just think for $300, if that's roughly what it is a day,
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not any more than that.
You know,
I just
Chris,
think that we
A
should.
box with these Emco heaters, you know, them big heaters. You just have a hole and you stick it right in there, and you
Yeah.
have it metal. You can throw that, they'll throw a lot of heat in a 4x6
Well,
box, you know what I'm trying to
I
say?
know,
I
I know
mean,
what you're saying, Gary, and that's.
I'm not saying that's the way to go, I'm just saying that's,
That's not a horrible idea, really. I
No.
don't
I don't know how fast that would thaw out.
I don't either.
Years ago, they used to do it by hand somehow.
Okay?
Yeah.
You don't need a motion on that, just to rent it, do you, Gary? Or-
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay, discuss and approve building permit, Chris Rodman, garden shed.
So, I guess the question becomes, are we rented or is Rick?
Oh,
That's a good question.
That's a good
That is a
question.
good
Yeah,
he's renting the
Backhoe from him.
Mini X from us,
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, if we gotta rent that too, we're not getting paid that.
we won't make money if we gotta rent it for 300, well, we don't, maybe don't need it an hour, you know.
Neither one of us is gonna make money.
Still $300 a day, no matter what.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna pay
$300 a day.
$300 to have their grave dug, and we're gonna have to rent it for $300.
It ain't gonna, nobody's gonna make any money in the wintertime.
So then we,
Either absorb that cost or
Or
pass
split
that
it.
on.
and you know, I mean, it's not like that's the only thing we would use it for here in the city. We would certainly use it to break up streets and stuff like that. But, you know, I don't know, I mean,
Guess we better have that discussion before it gets too frozen.
yeah, I guess we better talk about that outside of these walls and then we'll.
Well, yeah, you need to talk about your contractor,
Yeah.
Talk to Hobby.
Okay.
you know.
See what he's willing to do, or if maybe he's not willing to do anything. Maybe he said, no, I don't need it, or I don't want it, or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good question, very good question.
Yeah. And if he rents our little excavator and then he breaks it because he doesn't use that, you know,
Yeah, then we're gotta fix that.
so.
Yeah.
A few things we need to talk about there.
Okay. Garden shed, Chris.
Yeah, and Jim has not had a chance to look at it yet.
This is on vacation.
Is he?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah.
Well, I started building it, so,
It's too late.
I guess if he doesn't like it, I'm gonna have to move it. But what the provisions say is you can have a detached building, but it can't be any bigger than 10 foot wide by 16 foot long and 10 foot tall. And so, and this one's,
Yeah, is this
Not-
across the street then?
yeah,
Where the house is, where you're tearing down?
yeah, yeah, and it's there. You can go look at it. I put part of the roof on it today because it's supposed to rain on Wednesday. So.
Well,
You guys wanna pass this, or you wanna wait until Jim Herrick looks at it?
I can pass it, we can pass it with, where he can approve it.
Upon Jim's
Yeah,
approval.
Jim's approval, is that all right?
We've done that before. So.
Yeah,
They're just same things like a Franny to do the bills, so.
yeah, same thing.
Motion, please.
I'll make a motion, we approve Chris Rodman's garden shack upon Jim's approval.
Guard check.
Second?
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded to approve Chris Rodman's building permit upon Jim Herrick's approval. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Now, in this garden shed, what are you gonna have in there?
A garden.
Gardening.
Okay,
No, it-
well, I was gonna come up and get some radishes and some carrots and.
you can get all the radishes.
Down here, play, I think, I knew you were gonna point that.
No, I'm not, no, like mowers and stuff.
Okay. Liquor license for Kimmy's C-Store up
I
here.
move we approve Kimmy's liquor license.
Second,
Moved and seconded to approve the liquor license for the country store up. Did it go fast?
No, I messed up. Go ahead.
Oh.
You're all right.
Okay, moved and seconded to approve Kimmy's C-Store liquor license. All in favor, say aye.
aye.
All opposed, nay. Approve ordinance 2015-05, an ordinance amending Title 6, Chapter 5, Section 10 of the 2013 Wall Lake Code of Ordinances, specifically sewer rates.
Okay, so we got to read this one, and we can't waive anything tonight because we don't have enough councilmen. But so I'm going to read what's changed. The rate of sewer rent shall be 100% of the net water bill for each premise, but the minimum rent shall be $11 per month. So what it used to read was the rate of sewer rent shall be 75%, or $8.25. So what this is saying is we're going to go to
275 up.
100% of water. Whatever you get billed for water, you get billed for sewer.
Motion? Or discussion first, if you'd like.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can vote on
we can.
You can vote, but we can't waive the third reading.
Right. We can vote to approve, to introduce the ordinance and approve the first reading, but we can't waive anything. We don't have enough councilmen to waive anything, so.
I'll approve the ordinance 2015-05.
Second?
Second,
Moved and seconded to approve the first reading of ordinance 2015-05, amending the Title 6, Chapter 5, Section 10 of the sewer rates. Roll call, Rob?
it. Yes.
Gary?
Yeah.
Albert?
yes.
Second and third reading shall not be waived, should be brought up at next council. Correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to have 4 councilmen present
Yeah, I know.
to be able
Yep.
to
Yep.
waive.
Discuss and approve ordinance 2015-06, an ordinance amending Title 6, Chapter 5, Section 12, Item Number 1 of the 2013 Wall Lake Code of Ordinances, specifically residential electric rates.
Yeah, so nothing has changed here in any of the wording. What's changed is the first 1,000 kilowatts will be charged at 0.0935 per kilowatt hour. The next 1,000 will be 0.0735 per kilowatt hour. And anything over 2,000 kilowatt hours will be charged at 0.0695 per kilowatt hour. That's an increase of 0.0025.
quarter%,
Quarter of a cent,
quarter of a cent.
not
0.0025, yeah.
quarter of a cent.
Now, do you have a program that tells you, but let's say hypothetically I use 2,500. Do you have a,
Yeah, you should have that right there.
here?
Yep, look at the middle of the page right here where it says electric. Go down and see, nobody here uses 2,500 kilowatt hours except for Rob, and he's not gonna be affected by this at all. Look at the 1,500 kilowatt hours and then look at the quarter of a cent. I think everybody here would be under that. So just so you guys can see what you're looking at. You gotta go over to the second column and your monthly difference will be $3.75.
Yeah,
No, you're not over far enough.
yeah, I see it. Yeah,
That's a
see if I can
10%.
have difference in 375.
Gary, you're gonna be closer to $1.88
Yeah,
for what you use monthly. I'll be up around that 375 mark. I use about 1,500 every month.
I think we use quite
I'm
a
a little
bit.
less than that.
You're around that 750 too.
Yeah, around that.
1,000
yeah.
to 750.
Yeah,
you can cut it down a lot if you just watch TV in the dark.
yeah. Just watch TV in the dark. Yeah, but
Stop.
that's
Stop.
no- That's no fun.
Stop right there. Don't go any further.
Any further discussion?
I make a motion, we approve 2015-6 for increase of electricity.
Second?
I'll second.
Moved and seconded to approve ordinance 2015-06, amending the specifically residential electric rates. Roll call, Rob?
Yes.
Gary?
Yes.
Albert?
Yes,
Second, let's see, is that's the first reading, Chris?
Yes.
yeah.
Second and third will be brought up at next meeting. Okay, now we gotta go to approve 2015-07, an ordinance amending Title 6, Chapter 5, Section 12, Item 2 of the 2013 Wall Lake Code of Ordinance, specifically the commercial rates.
So the same thing there, nothing has changed in the verbiage. The first 1,000 kilowatts will be charged at 0.0935 and anything over 1,000 will be charged at 0.0695 for any commercial service. Same thing, it's a quarter of a cent increase.
Discussion?
I move we approve the first reading of, introduction of first reading of 2015-07.
Second?
Second,
Moved and seconded to approve ordinance 2015-07, an ordinance amending the commercial electric rates of the city of Wall Lake. All in favor say, or no, I got a roll call, excuse me. Rob?
Yes.
Gary?
Yes.
Albert?
yes.
Okay. Next one would be approve ordinance 2015-08. That'd be the garbage rates.
Now, this one we can wait on. I mean, you know, we talked a little bit about where it's going.
Yep.
We think it's gonna be 25%, but that's not set yet.
No, that's not set yet.
25% will, like we talked about earlier, will increase our cost by $5,000.
Right.
And if you look at this sheet that I handed out, if we increase by 11% across the board, it will increase our revenue by about $6,300, roughly.
I think, Chris, we should wait till we
To get full council.
yeah, and not only that, but you guys will really maybe have the numbers even better yet.
Well.
I don't think we'll get any hard numbers until
No,
January.
No, I
So-
don't think so neither, not till January, the way they're
But that's
talking.
only 2 months, Gary.
Okay.
But
But, yeah, I agree
And
with
they haven't
you.
it
raises
won't,
yet.
I guarantee you it won't be less than 25%.
Well, I'm sure you're right.
But I just soon have council, full council here so that they understand what's going on also with that.
Yeah.
So then if we don't wanna do anything with this, then we just wait
table it, just,
Right, we table it and we
Table
wait
it till
till,
next.
Till Albert and I come back with a different,
yep.
till we know what our
In
rate
More
is.
December,
information.
Right.
find out what it
Okay.
is, because I wouldn't be a bit surprised if it isn't even a little higher than 25 before they get done up there. That's what I'm afraid of.
I am
We have a
too.
little understanding how
Yeah, I just,
our garbage is costing us monthly too. We'll have a little more, we'll be losing or winning too.
Okay. If you'll notice, that's it. I'm gonna open it up to public forum. Chris, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So, page 28,
Yeah, let's look at that.
what I wanted to show you on here is, we talk a lot about 30-cent natural gas. We should make 30 cents on our natural gas. So, and we do everything that we sell in the city, we buy it for whatever price we buy it for each month. And then we add 30 cents to that before we send our bills out. Okay? So we do everything that we sell here in the city, we do that. We do make that 30-cent charge. Western Iowa Energy, on the other hand, which is our largest customer, obviously, in natural gas, you can see there in 2011, if you look at the right-hand column, the middle one there, 2011, our total transportation per therm was 14 cents to Western Iowa Energy. 2012 it went down to 9 cents. That's when we gave them
The
a
big
little bit of a
break.
break, and it was in April or something like that. And then every year after that, it's been 7 cents. So when you look at a total, when you guys look at our natural gas clerk's report sheet, our fund, you're not going to see that we're making 30 cents on the gas that we sell.
Right.
Because
No
we
way.
don't. Because the biggest part of our natural gas that we sell, we only make 7 cents
That was
per
out there.
therm on.
yep.
The smallest part that we sell is where we make our 30 cents. And you can see the total dollars too. If you look over on the right-hand column, you can see the total dollars that we make in transportation to city customers and Western Iowa Energy. And that made a big flip in 2013. You can see, it was, Western Iowa Energy was quite a bit more than the city in 11 and 12. And then the city took over a little bit in 13 and way more
In 14.
14.
It looks to me like we're Santa Claus. Just my.
Did we lock into that to WIU or not?
We changed our rates in an ordinance. It has nothing to do with WIE.
No.
Okay.
We don't have a WIE
We
rate.
turned around
Okay.
and got her down where they got a good deal.
But they're the only one that uses
The bulk.
anything over 15,000 therms. I mean, our farmers finally used quite a bit, and they only used 4,000 or 5,000 therms
Yeah.
apiece, so
Yeah.
they don't.
There's no comparison to
They
what
don't
they
even
do
get
out
close.
there.
No.
But see, they're paying the 30 cents, right?
The farmers.
30, the 30.
Farmers.
Yes, they're
Yeah.
over 15,000.
Yeah.
Right.
The thing about it is the money that we're talking about here still figures out to about 10% of the original cost per year of what we put in for them.
Yeah, 75,000.
So 10% is not a bad figure. I mean,
Who's your next largest?
we don't need for them to be Santa Claus either.
Well, they're
That
not.
was
They're
my,
not.
that was my point on that.
Well, if they really wanted it right, they should put it themselves if they didn't want
Cookies
it.
and then,
The school
That's my
comes
take.
pretty
They-
close.
they-
Well, I
wanna
understand
do
that,
it.
but we're still
Yeah.
making 10% off them, Gary.
The school-
How much do you wanna make?
the school doesn't
We give 'em a bar.
use it all year
Yeah,
round.
how
like
much
the
do you
city
wanna
does.
That's true.
Let me know, give me a figure.
But
15 would have been better.
15 would have been better, but is that really feasible?
CPS.
I mean, is that really
Of course, you
something
don't
that we
know
should
it.
be charging?
With CPS, this will be our first
That's
year,
right.
won't it?
We should.
CPS will be,
Because, we're not,
We won't be
what we
near
are
that
is
15,
we
but
are,
during
You
the
gotta
month,
realize they're making money off of this.
during the
Especially in the
months that
wintertime.
CPS
Everybody else
heats,
is actually
they'll be the next,
not making
probably
nothing.
largest user.
They're actually got a
Oh, I think
business.
cookies will be
They're running
ahead of
altogether
us.
different deal. They-
Oh,
when they
blow
make
cookies
something,
out?
you
they're
can't look
making
at it
money.
that way.
Really?
That's baloney.
No, especially in the wintertime.
My house will
Yeah.
make
Well, see, they'll use it
Right.
from November
Business makes
through
money,
March.
that's altogether different.
March or April.
Yeah.
You know, April will be a tiny little bit
I'm
maybe.
just saying,
But,
that was a good deal for them.
yeah, when they do use it,
Oh, yeah, it's good.
They'll be-
They've got a
Well,
lot of
it's
room
not
out
a
there.
$10,000
bad deal for us.
therms.
That's-
No,
that's
it's
where you and
worse.
I
That's
differ.
because
It could be
we
worse.
That's where
took
you and I
that
differ.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a bad deal
east
for us.
section, and now that's heated.
Yeah.
It never used to be. It used to be all cold storage.
We treat it pretty well.
Right, I mean, we're not in this business to run somebody out of business by breaking them, you know?
Oh,
What we're in the
I
business for is to supply something to somebody at the best cost we can.
and I think maybe a better way to say that, Rob, not to interrupt you, but, you know, we maybe were pretty good to WIE, but you gotta look at what we make off of them.
Yeah.
And not only through
Yeah.
natural gas and water and electricity, but through people who live in town here
Well, they
that work
help,
there.
they help the town a lot.
I mean, that's a hell of a good business for us.
Yeah, we're lucky we got
We
them.
definitely need to keep them.
Okay, don't forget, this Thursday, isn't it?
Yes.
This
Thursday
Thursday,
night, we need to have a number too, of who's going and who's not.
this Thursday is, Wall Lake is hosting the Sac County League of Cities meeting.
City's meeting.
Steve for 1,
I'll be there. Bells on.
Robin's Deuce,
I'm too, I know Franny and Tammy are too also.
Gary?
Up here or where?
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, it's at the Shelter House.
Shelter.
Yeah.
Shelter House, yeah.
You're one.
Yeah, for sure.
Remember, it's BYOB.
Bring your own broad.
Yep, bring your own broad.
Can't beat that.
That's not,
Lynn, are you gonna
that's
go?
not a quote, Lynn.
I don't know, put me down for one, I'm not sure what Brett's doing.
Well, there might be two, I'll let you know.
Let Chris know as soon as you can, because
Yeah.
And needs.
Annie will need
We
to know
got-
numbers.
We gotta get, let's see, we got 2, 4, 6, 8,
The only one
9.
you gotta figure out is Ron, and then Rick, and Daryl, and Myron.
Lakeview's got 11 coming, so we gotta have more than that.
Well,
Rick
we
Hughes
should-
got
we should
11
invite
coming.
our
We gotta
help,
beat
our
them.
help, what do you think, Rob?
Oh,
But that-
my
We should
God.
invite our help, our key help.
11.
Yep.
Dave,
All the councilmen,
We
their
always
wives
have.
probably, and,
We always have
no, I
one.
wouldn't, brother. Anyway, yeah, they got 11, so.
Okay. Now, if you'll notice also on page 29, that is the one at Sioux City.
Yeah.
Chris, will you please let Adam know? I will definitely be attending. I don't know if Albert's going or not.
I should be back in time, but she's got an appointment in Des Moines at 11:20, I think it is, and I should be back. I should be back. Because last time we was done appointment down there, we was in and out in 20 minutes, so I should get home in time, because you're not gonna leave before 3, are you?
Oh, no, oh, no. We leave probably about, 4 would get us up there at 5:30.
Yeah,
We did the same thing when we went up north.
Yeah.
So that was good enough time.
that's fine. I'll be home, unless I have a wreck.
Anything, anybody else have anything in the forum? Albert? Nothing?
Albert's working on the cemetery pretty good, we got a little bit of that done.
You're
I
gonna
see
get
you've been
a,
getting a few more posts.
you're gonna get a bill from Brotherton for the goop.
We should talk to a little bit more about the cemetery. We had, the names that are out there on that plaque, by the little building. There's a, I don't know what it's called, but
It's,
there's a
yeah,
little roof there and you can look at the map and you can look at the names and so you can see where people are at.
On the west side.
yeah, on the west side.
That hasn't been kept up since 2013 maybe.
Oh, longer.
Mike Altmanschaffer is taking that over and put it into a spreadsheet. And we got the names all figured out now, and I would like to do something different with the shelter that's out there though. I mean, when you're out there looking at that and the wind's blowing, it's kind of difficult to, figure out what's going on. So I would like to put up some little kind of a shelter. I talked to Bill at the lumberyard to see,
Add a
what
little piece to the what east and then
I would like to have it enclosed so you can walk in it. But I wanna apply for a grant to do it. And if we can't, then we'll wait and apply for another grant. I don't
Does it have to
necessarily.
be where you shut the door, or you just gonna have it open?
No, you
Cover
gotta-
and-
Well, I would like to be able to
Inside.
shut the door because you don't know, which way's the wind gonna be blowing from, and if you have any papers, I mean, people come in sometimes looking for their
Yeah.
grandpa or their grandma, and if you don't have papers, and papers blow all over the place. And
You need
so-
to have a door on there that you can shut it.
But Bill hasn't gotten back to me yet, so I wanna see what it's gonna cost, and it can't be that much.
You got a light in it too, you can't,
Little-
once you shut the door, you have
Well,
lights.
we got electricity there.
There's electricity right there, so we
Yeah.
can put a switch in there and put a light on.
Yeah.
But,
Energy efficient bulb.
yes.
That's good.
What, did you expect
You
we
guys sure?
would?
Second?
I am, I gotta go.
Second?
I'll say it.
Moved and seconded to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Done. Oh, I never even got that letter.
Oh, yeah. You need to read that.